Welcome to our few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos we have the privilege of reading Parshas Behaaloscha. In Perek Yud Aleph, in Parshas Behaaloscha, the Torah begins by saying, Vayihi ha'am kimis onanim. The people were acting like they were complaining. They looked like they were complaining, as the Lubavitcher Rebbe Zal so beautifully translates. They looked or they acted as if they were complaining. Ra ba'oznei Hashem, which was evil in the eyes of Hashem, and there was a fire that consumed biktsei hamachana, at the edge of the camp. Many Mefarshim speak about the fact that the pasuk doesn't say vayihi ha'am misonanim. It doesn't say that the nation was complaining. It says they were acting like kim misonanim, as if they were going to complain. And Rashi, interestingly enough, says that the reason they were acting as if they were complaining is because there was a journey that was continuous, without rest, because Hashem was eager to bring them into the land of Israel in a quick fashion, so that they wouldn't tarry and get quickly into Eretz Yisrael. Of course, this was somewhat misinterpreted by the people because of the struggle of the journey, and nevertheless, it was all for their benefit. And because they were acting kimis onanim, as if they were complaining, even though they didn't voice any complaint, because it says it was ra ba'oznei Hashem. It was evil in the ears of God. No one else heard it. Hashem recognized, God recognized that they had in their minds to complain, and that in and of itself was enough for Hashem to be upset and angry with them. And the Ramban so beautifully explains that what should they have done? What should they have done about this? Says the Ramban, Shahayo lahem loleches acharov b'simcha uvetov leiv, that they should have gone after Hashem with joy and with a good heart, meirov kol tova asher nasan lohem, because of all the great good that Hashem did with them. They should have recognized the obvious good, that they were being quickly brought into the land of Israel. Instead, they didn't see the positive. They looked at the negative. And the Ramban is telling us once again, in his own inimitable fashion, how important it is to focus on the Rov Kol Tova Asher Nasan Lahem, all the great good that was given to them. And even though it was definitely troubling and somewhat of a trial for them, but at the same time, it was something that was for their benefit. And so even though they were only kimis onanim, even though they were only like complaining, there was a fire at the edge of the camp. No one was consumed. No one died, despite what some Mefarshim say. But the fact is, we don't find in the pasuk any result of this other than Hashem got angry at them. And the people, as soon as they realized that Hashem was angry at them, Vayitzak Moshe, they cried out, because they recognized that they were mistaken and that Hashem did not go away from them. And sure enough, Moshe davens as the people davened, and the fire went away. The point was well taken. We have to look at the positive and always recognize all the great good that Hashem does for us. And even though at times it doesn't appear in our eyes that way, the fact is, it is good. It is what Hashem planned for us, and always emphasizes the positive. What a great idea. Before the Jewish people are about to come to Eretz Yisrael, and before any further complaints go, we should get that moral value that the Ramban is teaching us about thanking for all the Rov Kol Tova that comes our way on a constant basis. Wonderful idea in Parshas Behaaloscha. Before we close, I'd like to wish a hearty mazel tov to our first man and first lady, our first couple, Mr. and Mrs. Judd Ozer, on the Bar Mitzvah this Shabbos of their wonderful son, Aaron HaKohen. And a special mazel tov to my good chaver, to my good friend, Mr. Harvey Lera, as we used to call him when we were younger together. It's Reb Tzvi Harav Tzvi Lera and Mrs. Lera, and all the mishpacha, they should have nothing but simcha and nachas from Aaron HaKohen's bar mitzvah, and from all the children. We should share only in good simcha and nachas together with their mishpacha and with all the young Israel Bethel family. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom Umevarach.